Hello and welcome to your MSc 1105 College Algebra class. The, the purpose of this video is to give you the information needed to make this class and this semester the as easy as possible. Um, so first, if you log in on your Canvas, this first page, that's what you're gonna see. So basically, you're gonna see all the classes that you are enrolled in particular, the College Algebra 1V002, which is this math class. So that's the first screen that you're going to see. And on the side, you can see all the icons that you're going to be able to navigate through. Number first, that's the account. If you want to update your picture, you want to um, change anything from your account, that's the first icon. The second icon right here is the dashboard where you have um, some your classes seen as tiles. And if you click here, you can access all the classes that you've taken using Canvas so far. So including the ones if they are available from previous semester. This is the calendar. You can update your calendar and make it how you want it to be. You can change things in it or add information in your calendar. This is the inbox. That's where you're going to see your notifications. Um, History, probably the logins information, how many time and how long you stayed logged in, and so forth. So that's the first page that you're going to access, and with all the options on the side. Next, when you enter this class, this is how you're going to see the all the information that are already posted in Canvas for you. They will be organized in this manner. First, that's the first module of this class. Welcome, your journey begins here. So it's gonna start with this video right here, the first link, which is required and mandatory for you to watch, and make sure that you take notes as you're watching this video and understand all the information that is being shared to you in here can set you for success, and not giving the value necessary to this video can set you for failure. So please make sure that you watch this video and understand all the clues that is being shared in this video for you to be successful. So first thing is the video. The second, it's the course overview, which gives you a glance of what this class is about and what is presented in here, and with links to lead you to wherever it's important for you at this point to go to. Next, that's your schedule of activity, which highlights all the assignments of this class plus their due date. I am very strict in due date. There's no makeup in this class. You have to be on top of your activities. So that's why I would suggest that you print out your schedule activity or put it, download it and place it somewhere you have access, and you can have access easily and often. The next link is where you will find information about me, your instructor, and at the end, I present my door schedule, which I'm going to elaborate more about in the next slide. Communication is a huge tool for me. So I have my own rule regarding communication. So that's why you have a, an item that presents how to communicate in this class. So you are required to use the tools that are described in this communication policy to communicate in this class throughout this semester. Next, the Start Here quiz. The Start Here quiz tests your readiness to begin your semester in this class. So you would take that quiz. It's not graded, but it's part of the requirements for you to be kept in this class. And we'll talk about the list of assignments that you should submit by a certain date before you can be kept in this class, and you would save your seat. So make sure that you take the quiz, the Start Here quiz. Student introduction, read the prompt of the student introduction and present your introduction. And there are more assignments under Welcome Your Journey Begins Here, which is the first module for this class, which is mandatory by the end of the first week. It is required for you to take all the required assignments that will be your the pretty much what will keep you in this class, in terms of when I'm submitting my attendance. These are going to be the assignments that I will check whether you submitted them or not, to decide whether you can be trusted for the journey in this class. So please, I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, maybe in the next slide, but that's what you're going to see in your first screen once you log in to your Canvas and then click on the your class, which is College Algebra 1V002. One more thing that I want to say here is that one thing that is important that I want you to make sure that after your video you go through will be your syllabus. It's not listed under Welcome Your Journey Begins Here. It is in this list of link, and that's the actual the third link, sample syllabus. I do want students to read their syllabus and make sure that you understand all the points, all the bullet in this syllabus, which is the contract between you and your professor for this semester. So that's the first page after you enter your MSc 1105 class, which is College Algebra 1V002. Next, I want to talk about attendance requirement. Attendance, since you are online, it's an online class. Attendance is not your presence. It's more a set of assignments that you must submit by a certain date, and that will show your commitment, and that would show also that you are up to the task in this class. First, the due date in my class to submit all the attendance requirement assignments is August the 25th of this year. Here are the things that I require you do by the end of week 1. Here are the things that I require that you do by the end of week 1. Number 1 is that I require that you read your syllabus in full. Make sure that you understand every sentence in this syllabus, for it being the contract between you and your professor. And to find your syllabus, you're going to click on sample syllabus in the right column on your screen. Look for sample syllabus. Next, I want you to review items, all items in the welcome. Your journey begins here section, including the communication policy of this course. So if you did not watch this video, your first email will tell me. If you did not pay attention to that video, your first email to me, either telling me that you have an issue, we're gonna be communicating, I'm gonna know you did not watch this video, and I will automatically refer you to watching this video or read your communication policy, because I will not be uh, um, performing any request. I will not be uh, um, responding. I will respond, but I will not provide answer to emails that are not conforming to my communication policies. So please make sure you read the communication policy. Review and print out your course's schedule of activity. The reason for that is only because it's your blueprint. That's how you're going to know when something is due and what is due and what is the exact date. Next, review your requirement and submit your review the requirements and submit your student introduction. So the student introduction is not just you type something. You must read the prompt for student introduction and submit your student introduction according to what is required in the prompt. Next, you submit your start here quiz. Submit your PDF upload one assignment. Now, part of this class is that you need to submit files. The files that you are submitting in this class they need to be PDF, plus they have to be, no matter how many pages this document is going to be, must be one document with multiple pages. It cannot be multiple documents. If it's like, for example, your test, if you upload multiple files under your test work, it is automatically a zero, because I will not be reviewing documents that is not one single document with multiple pages. Please understand, it is a requirement that you submit your PDF upload one assignment to show me that you know how to combine documents, and also you know how to convert document into PDF, and also know how to upload documents. Three purposes for this assignment. It's like an assignment that you're going to be, you get graded for the submission. You can get a zero if you don't submit one file with multiple pages, or you get full credit by showing that you understand how to convert a document into PDF, how to merge multiple pages of a document into one single file, and then how to upload a document in Canvas. Those three purposes are the reason why we have PDF upload one assignment. So if your document is not multiple pages, you lose the credit for this assignment. If it's not PDF, I don't think you can even upload it. And if it's not uploaded, then you lose the credit. And I'm afraid that you're going to do well in the future in this class, knowing that you don't know how to upload document, and knowing that this class will require many, many, many uploading. So please reach out if you have any issue with this assignment before August the 25th. And last not least, review Module 1 study materials and submit the diagnostic test. So the diagnostic test is not graded. It's not going to affect your grade, but I do want to see where you stand in entering this class by week 1, plus study 1 material, module 1 study materials, or what is helping you review to take your diagnostic test. All of that is due by August the 25th of 2025. Please, if there's anything you watch in this video that's not clear, please reach out and I will be happy to support before the deadline. Next, we have to talk about what you should do in order to be successful in this class. Now, remember, we talked about how to enter, when you enter the class, how you're gonna see welcome, your journey begins here. You completed, by now, you already completed every item in your welcome, your journey begins here module. You get your PDF document assignment 1 uploaded. You get your diagnostic test submitted. You review your course syllabus. You print out your schedule activity. You submit your student introduction, and all that is done under the welcome your journey begins here for file or folder. Now, here you are starting your actual mathematics assignments. It starts with making sure that you review your course overview, module course overview, and mark it as done. By only, even if you read everything, if you don't click on the done button, it's not going to move you to the next module. All 4 assignments that I listed on the right must be completed and well completed before you get access to your next module. You're gonna need to, if you have any issue getting into the next module, you need to email me before that happens. But even before that happens, if you need to check this, module 1 overview marked as done. Module 2 lecture notes uploaded as one single file under submit completed test 1 module 1 notes packet here. So basically what I'm saying, if you click on module 2 study material, you would get your guided notes plus the videos. So now I require that you print out your guided notes and watch the videos as you are taking notes. And once you finish watching all your notes for module 2, which is multiple sections, then now you are ready to go to, you can even do each homework. You watch the video and you do the homework. Watch the video, do the homework until you're done with the lecture and the homework for this module. And once you're done, you take your quizzes that are appropriate to the lecture that you watched. So you watch the lecture, you take notes, and then you do the homework. There's a set of homework to cover until you get the first quiz, because you only have 2 quizzes, the mid-chapter quiz and the end chapter quiz. So when you get to the mid-chapter quiz, you take the mid-chapter quiz, you go back to watching the videos, and then do the end of chapter quiz. Now you're done with the lecture, you're done with the notes, and you also done with the quizzes. Now you are ready to start your test period. Test is about 2 days or 3 days. I open my test in an interval of 3 or 4 days. 3 or 4 days. Now here's what you need to do during these days. First, you need to submit your notes because you're done with that part already. Next, you need to now make sure that you practice on your test practice problem. You have two different versions of it. There's one in video that you can watch to prepare yourself, just refresh everything that you learned from the lecture. And then there's one on MyOpenMath where you actually practicing for the test. And then once you finish with that and all that you do, then practice, you do all of that during the period, the test period, because there's no other homework during the test period. Now, once you finish with the practice, both of them, the video and the one on MyOpenMath, you are ready. You don't want to wait for the last minute to move on to the actual test. Now, for the test, you need to first print out the test work form. The test work form is under the same, that's this link. Where you click on it, it will give you the PDF version of your test form. You print it out. I want to make this point: if you do not have a printer or you don't have anyone to print out this for you, you can come to my office. I will print the test form for you. I want the test form. However, if you cannot print out the test form, I will not accept notebook paper. I will not accept the notebook, any notebook paper. If I open your test work, I see it was a notebook pages, then it's a 0. No notebook paper. It should be print paper in which you pencil in the entire integrity statement certificate. You write it down. Don't write integrity statement. No, you're going to write the full statement and sign it. And then in one page. And you can even use that page for multiple tests, because you're going to have your paper, because you're going to scan them and send them to me, and your paper will stay with you. So that same page where you write the statement of integrity, you can use it for every test. You scan it first, and then you scan the other paper. But it must be printer paper, not notebook paper. No line paper is accepted. Now, once you finish, you answer your questions. You answer both your question using the Honor Lock link in Canvas. You click on your question, show the work, and even if there is no algebra steps for that question, I require that you explain the process leading to your answer on paper. In that paper, you will upload it in Canvas under PDF test 1 work. And this is going to be your test, PDF test 1 work, and that will be your test 2 practice problem. That where you're going to see the review videos. If you want to watch them, it's not required since it's not graded. But if you watch it, it will prepare you better to do well on your test. And that, by the way, inside of Module 2 study material, the video is there, the homework links are there. And once you finish with that, you upload your notes. And once you upload your notes, you can click here. Actually, I think all the homework and quizzes are under this. This is only the lecture videos. Over here is the homework and quiz. You click here to access them. Once you finish everything, you upload your notes. Here is the test practice video. If you want to review a little bit, because it will be a little time before after you finish the first topic to the last topic, you will forget a few things. But if you want to review before you start practicing the actual practice test, then that's where you do that. And then you move on to the practice test. And once you're ready for the test on your test week, you print out your test form, your test work form, and then you sign it, and you make sure that once you're taking your test, you scan the entire room, because the video will be watched. making sure you do a 360 of your camera, including the desk and under the desk. The whole room should be clear on the video, like if I was in your room when you were taking your test. And that's part of the validation of your test process. And everything will be analyzed and checked. If anything is not right, then you miss your test. Make sure your test is well prepared and the video is clear. Everything is shown on your video. Next, I want to talk about study time and management. Now your study, you see, you're gonna click on your study material to first review each module overview, and then you're going to access the modules study material where you're going to print out your you're gonna print out the study guide, the you're going to print out the actual note packet. That's what I meant. And then when you print out the note packet, you watch the video. As you're watching the videos, you're taking notes, because notes is also part of your grade. You will use the notes that you completed while watching the videos to do the homework, and then do the quizzes. I encourage you to not use the the notes while you're taking the quiz, either the mid chapter or the end chapter quizzes, because your quizzes are more test like. It's as you are preparing yourself for your test, and that's why you only have 3 attempts per quiz. So I expect you to use all 3 attempts. That's why I put practice, practice, practice. You prepare your test by practicing. So if you take your quiz the first time you didn't do, say you do a 60, well, you go back to your notes and then check out what you did wrong, what you feel like you weren't comfortable with, and then take it again the second time. Second time, you're probably going to get an 80 or 85. Still not enough. Do it again until you get 100 on your test, on your quiz. And if you get 100 on your quiz by and you show your paper, you work on the problems, you don't use any other tool, you actually work on your problems to get that answer, I guarantee you're gonna do well in your test. So that's the process for you to use your time and your study the right way. Next, I want to talk about testing a little bit more to make sure that you understand what it entails for you to take the test. The test is the most important assignment in this class. It tells the professor whether you master the concepts, and that's all that matters. So first, to take your test, you're going to begin by clicking on the Honor 1.3 link that is right here circled in red, boxed in red. Now, here are the requirements here. It is very important for you to understand that you do not have any access to makeup in this class, mostly on tests. So that's why you need to know your schedule, the test due date, the test period. Now, I would not want you to wait for the last minute to take the test. Like if you have 4 days to take your test, and then you decided to take it at 10 on the last day, 10 p.m. on the last day, and then you have electricity problem, internet problem, computer charge not working. All these issues are happening within the 2 hours that you chose to take a test that was open for 4 days. There's no excuse for you. There's no excuse. So you're going to have to deal with it. Whatever you get is what you deserve. And it's not for no reason that I keep my test open for 3 or 4 days to give you not only time to practice on your test practice, but also to anticipate taking your test earlier, as early as possible. Do not wait for the last minute of the last day to take your test. No makeup. Number two, test work must be really clear, well organized, that facilitate me grading them, because your test work will be graded as if you were in person. If it's not clear, I can't read it, you get a 0. If it's not a single file, submit it within the 15 minutes after you submit the computer part of your test. It's still not valid. You have to make sure that you finish your test, scan your paper quickly, and then upload them. There's no time to waste. There's nothing for you to fix on this paper after you submitted your test online. And if anything happens, if it's too late, well, say that you started to take your test at 10 on the last day, and then it's midnight, it's 11:59, the test is closed, the link to upload the work is also closed. You didn't get the chance to upload your work, your test work, you get a 0. And do not complain, because you had 4 days. Make sure you anticipate everything, you prepare for your class. And that's part of of what you need to do and know as well. Next, take time to review all the testing rules in the syllabus prior to taking your tests. You will get a 0 for both computer part and work if any violation or suspected violation occurs. So you must make sure that you position everything the right way. Your phone, your Apple Watch, your smartwatch, your anything that is electronic besides your computer is away from your room, the room that you're taking your test. No one else is in your room. No one else. Not your mother, not your friend, not the baby, not the dog, nobody. You are only the one that I'm testing on this situation. And anyone else, any other presence felt in the room is a suspected violation, you get a 0. Please understand. The last score that after you submit, you hit submit on your test, you see a grade. That's not your grade, because your test will go through a validation process that I conduct. I conduct the validation process of your test by watching the entire recording of your test. If anything happened, validation checked, then you get a 0. No makeup, no retake. That's how important it is for you to be careful for everything that you're doing while you're taking your test. So there's a validation process, and your test work will be graded as if you finish your test in person, you turn it in, I grade it, I read the whole thing that you put. There's no skipping step. You need to show me all the steps that you took to get your answer for each question. That's how you get credit for the answer and credit for the work you show. And if you didn't show your work for one question, you lose the answer, because I'm not going to know how you get your answer. So you lose the point for the answer and the point for the work that you did not do. So there's no point for the answer if there is no work provided for this answer. Please note that your test work will be graded just like it would be in an in-person setting. You will get an automatic 0 for any result for which algebra steps or explanation is not provided on the test work form. I don't know what's going on in your head. If you did it in your head, if you use your calculator to do it, you can't scan your calculator to me, then I don't know. I can't grade that. So if I can't grade it, you get a 0 for both answer and work if you did not show the work. If a student has a valid, and that is very important, and I decide what's valid. If a student has a valid reason to miss a test, they must email me using ajeanba at irsc.edu prior to the due date of the test. So if you do not, about the situation, if you do not email me before the due date, I don't know. I'm just going to grade the test as if you didn't do it. Now, if you have an issue, you email me about it, and I can decide whether it's qualified for consideration or not. And if I qualify your situation for a makeup, the makeup cannot be online. There is no makeup online. If I give you a consideration to make up a test that you had an issue, a valid issue to miss, you're gonna have to show up in person to make up that test. And if you can't show up in person to make that test, okay, so that's not my problem anymore. That's your problem. There will be no makeup online. And not everything that happened will be qualified for a consideration. If I make any consideration for you, you're gonna have to show up to make up your test. Now let's see a little bit about the grade category and the grade breakdown, how your grade is calculated. Homework, you have all your homework listed in MyOpenMath. The quizzes also are listed in the MyOpenMath app. It's already embedded in your class. You don't have to worry about how to find it. It's right there. If you click on the link that, let me see a little bit back. So if you click on this link here, you will see both your quizzes, your test, your practice test, and all of them are right there for you, waiting for you. And test, you already know that you need to click on the Honor 1.3 to access. Make sure that your test form is already printed and everything is ready for you to take your test. The room is ready. You scan your room 360, and also nobody else, no phone, no other electronic in the room. Nobody else, not the dog, not the baby, not the my mom was helping me. No, nobody. It's your test. And if you have any difficulty, technical difficulty, you have to try to do that. Mostly the first test. Don't wait for the last day. Do it, and if any technical difficulty, you email the professor to help you, not your mom, not dad, your professor. So, and there is the final exam, and then the attendance and participation. So that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 category for your grade. And over here, I show you the breakdown, how your final grade is calculated. It's gonna be 10% of your homework, only 10%. That means if you quickly do your homework and get it done without learning, and your quizzes, well, you're going to show me how you get 100 on all your homework and your quizzes, and how you're going to get the grade you're going to get on your test if you did not study for it, because your test is the only proctored assignment. And then the final exam is also one, so that's 76% of your grade. And then the participation, that includes your notes, your practice test, and all that are not really formal assessment. All of them will be part of your participation and attendance. Now, if you have any question, I love seeing my students. I love talking to my students. That's my information. This is my email. And this is my office number. I didn't put my office information. It's W, building W of the main campus, W 217, building W, second floor, and then room 217, room 217 is going to be. So W 217. So I love to receive you. And here is my schedule, my door schedule. Anything that's not green is when I'm teaching. Anything that is white, I'm doing something else. But anything green, please show up. Um, I'm here every day from Monday through Thursday. I'm available from 11 to 12:15 every day, 11 through 12:15. Also, I am available virtual on Tuesday from 9:30 to 10:45 and Thursday same time. So if you have any question, anything that you want to talk about, um, Tuesday, Thursday, 9:30, 10:45 is the best time to just jump, email me, and I will send you the link to join my virtual meeting so we can discuss. Email me first because I serve the first people who come. So first come, first serve. So if you want to meet me doing Tuesday, Thursday, 9:30, 10:45, you have to email me so I can put you in the order I receive your email. Also, I am available on Monday and Wednesday at 1 to 2:15 in person. In person. So if you want to come in the morning, 11 to 12:15, every day, any day, from Monday to Thursday. If you want to join online, it's going to be Tuesday, Thursday, 9:30 to 10:45. Email if you want to meet me or talk to me, because I'm going to put you in the order I receive your email, or in person. Another slot will be 1 to 2:15 Monday and Wednesday. So you're gonna have this schedule of activity. It's under the schedule is going to be found under the welcome your journey begins here, about your instructor, and door schedule. If you scroll all the way down, the schedule will be right there. But if you want to take a picture of it right here, you can also do that. I know I did not answer all the questions that you have by giving this video, but I know by making this video, it answers a lot of the questions and it gives you a good start for your semester. Don't be afraid. Do not hesitate to email, call, and make appointment to see me because I love in person. Look forward to having an excellent semester with you all.